Welcome to DA Driven,
our new podcast from Depreciating Assets, where we talk about the culture behind cars, bikes, and trucks, your story, your perspective, and your relationship with all things motorsports.
We always say the cars brought us together, the people keep us together. This is our opportunity to share those stories with you and for you to share your stories with us. Follow, like, subscribe, do all the things. Appreciate you.
Hello there. Welcome to this episode of DA Driven by the Depreciating Assets Group. My name is Gil.
I'm Gabriel, and today Josh Abel is joining us. The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
Oh, I'll go with that.
Yeah, there we go.
Should be an interesting conversation today. I didn't bring any wipes for my butt, but I feel like I'm going to get handed today for all the crap I give about EVs. It's already been discussed kind of behind the scenes, so it's coming.
We spoke a little bit.
And they're going to be coming in hot, so you may want to just shut this one off now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
No. Don't shut it off now. You're going to get some great information on why he's wrong.
Wow. All right. So, we'll just dive right in then.
No one has any idea, so we preemptively had the conversation about, hey, we may have an EV guy here and OG EV guy. So we'll learn.
Solar, I mean the whole thing, right? And he is right. There's stuff to be learned. Not that it's right, but we can learn some stuff, right?
But Josh should introduce himself.
Yeah. I'm Josh Abel. I know these guys from the car community and been around Omaha for quite a few years now, and
All right. Well,
sweet.
We're
gonna
jump in.
Yeah, we're gonna dive a little deeper in just a
Cool.
minute. But we always like to start off with something lighthearted, a moment that made you feel truly alive.
I would say the birth of my kids.
Yeah, baby.
Of
You
course,
know, that's always a big thing that changes life pretty darn quick. So,
How many kids?
I've got 3 daughters.
Yeah. So we share that, sir.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you
3
can see
daughters.
why.
Yep.
You know why we wear hats.
Yes,
now.
sir.
But yeah, I've got my oldest is 24, or will be 24, I think. I don't know.
It's not like this is recorded. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I got twins that are 12, and
Dad loves
they
you.
keep us. They keep us real busy. So, but yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So something outside of cars, we actually had to. We were talking just before. So, but anyway, something that matters to you outside of cars.
Yeah. So one thing we were actually talking about is I'm passionate about keeping things sort of natural. You know, like I wouldn't say like I'm a hippie or anything like that, but like I try
Nothing wrong with the hippie.
Yeah. But like I try to use like the least amount of like invasive things and stuff like that in my life, and
Sustainability.
Yeah, it's about balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I've got a V10, but I also have an EV, so it's a good balance.
That's the net positive.
But one thing that I got involved with was like the Nebraska Monarch. I've joined their board, and they're really passionate about doing education for native species to plant and creating pollinator gardens for both pollinators and monarch butterflies and things like that.
Do you guys do anything with bees? I didn't ask this earlier purposely because I was like, I want to dive a little bit into it.
We don't do anything specific with bees, but like the gardens that we help try to provide the community, they do support pollinators in general.
Sure. That's awesome.
So good for the bees, but yeah.
It's good
All right,
for us
so
too.
I'm going to geek out here a little bit. Is there any like correlation between bees and monarch butterflies?
Other than that they're pollinators, not that I know of.
Okay,
but
I'm curious.
The reason why I was asking because when you're talking about gardens, like the bee is a key element, and if you actually look at bees, they're almost extinct at one point because we spray so much stuff on our lawns, whatever. We want it to be green, and green doesn't always necessarily mean healthy per se, but and you probably know more about that than I do. But the whole point of it, what I was getting at is like we don't see bees like we did when we were kids because of all the crap we put everywhere.
Right. Well, one thing that I did, which my neighbors probably hate me for, but I'm also on the HOA board, so I can't really say much. But I overseeded my yard with clover, and so like I remember growing up as a kid, like running through fields and lawns, and it was just like all these white flowers, and there were bees. Yeah, maybe you stepped on a bee and got stung every once in a while, but hey, part of playing outside, right? But doing that to my yard brought so many more bees. Like I can go out there and just like watch the bees go from flower to flower.
Sure.
So,
and you look at some yards, and this is a totally different topic, but dandelions, like we're trained to think that they're bad, but there are other countries that actually eat them. I wouldn't eat them here because of all the crap we spray on them, but
the other thing is dandelions are some of the first flowers of the year, so they're very important for bees, and like because it's like the first set of pollen that comes out that is there for bees to get to.
Interesting.
You see why EV people are cool? Huh.
All right, so next question.
Background, where are you from, and how do you feel that shaped you?
Yeah, you said you've been in Omaha a little bit, so you're not from
there.
there.
So I'm born and raised in Nebraska. I grew up in southeast Nebraska on a farm outside of Auburn, and grew up there after high school, moved to Lincoln for a few years, and then ended up up here in Omaha, and kind of been here ever since. But yeah, growing up on the farm was like, you know, I mean that I feel like everybody should experience that. But you know, you learn to work on everything and you know become a jack of all trades.
That's good though. Those are all skills that, frankly, in life most people don't have.
I
mean,
the vast majority.
That's another whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
Really.
Isn't Auburn where there's a big festival, or why does Auburn, the name sound familiar to me?
I don't know.
No,
You have Auburn, Massachusetts. You have Auburn, like
okay.
the sports ball team. So Auburn is a pretty popular name.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought there was like a farming thing that had that Auburn in it, but I guess not. All right.
So I mean, we touched on a bunch of stuff already, but interest outside of cars.
Interests outside of cars?
Yeah. So we touched on the pollination, but
I stay skipping questions.
It's all right.
But it's all right.
No, you didn't. No, that was the next one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
so
does.
outside of cars, what? I'm gardening, obviously. I kind of got into that. Like, I'm a huge DIY person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like my last summer project, I've installed solar on my house. Everybody knows Eric, but Eric, he told me I was crazy for getting up on my roof and like doing what I did. But yeah, I did the full install, minus what I needed the electrician to actually do to plug it in. But
hey, if you're bored, there are a couple buildings I have, like this one specifically. These lights aren't free. Throw some solar panels on there.
Yeah. Well, hey, my electric bill last month was $26.
Sure, I would love that.
OPPD charges you like $32 something to be connected.
Sure.
So I sold them a few dollars of power.
That's amazing.
Plus, I've got 2 hybrid. So
and that's with
power
the
in my
car.
cars.
That's charging the
yeah,
cars.
that's charging the cars. That's everything.
Wow, that's free electricity.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're making money and charging the cars. That's amazing. That's pretty cool.
So
Pretty cool.
Huge.
Yeah.
So I like to be out there, kind of building things and doing my own thing.
All right. So the last big project was the
last
solar.
big project was solar,
Yeah.
and
That goes back to sustainability, right?
yeah.
Something planned this summer already?
I've got a deck that needs to be redone, so I'll probably start working on that next. And there's when you own a home,
There's always
something to do.
Yeah.
That is very true. Very true. All right, so jumping into cars, your first meaningful motorsports car story. Like, what's a story that sticks with you?
Yeah, first memory could be car, bike.
Yeah. My first car was a 1978 Ford Fairmont that was handed down to me from my sister, and it had a straight 6 in it, and it was so slow, but when you get your first car, it's especially like growing up on a farm, like I was able to start driving to school at like 14 or 15, right? So and you started driving like way early.
You're probably driving around.
Yeah,
on
just
the farm,
to help. Drive tractors, farm machinery, and stuff like that. So, but I remember getting that car and I had to replace the brakes on it. It was the first car I really got to tinker hardcore on. That was my own. so that one stands out to me. After that, I really got into I got big into car stereos in my car world. Yeah, like created custom boxes, a couple Rockfords in the rear, 12s and stuff like that. So,
what was your like mid or tweet?
I went through a bunch of different, but I think Clarion at the time was like a big for your mids
back in the day.
And the reason why I asked is in my neck of the woods, I feel like some of that's regional, but on what people. So like MP Courts, if you had Kenwood 6x9s, MP Court
Kenwood 6x9s was a big one.
But Clarion was another big brand too.
Yeah. I remember my first, this. Dating myself, but we had the removable faces,
of course,
right? And I remember Clarion came out with the first deck where the first CD you put into it was the key that locked it, and so you could, if it lost power or if somebody stole it, you couldn't use it without putting that reinitializing it with that CD.
Was it a special CD?
So if you lost that one CD, were you?
Yeah, you were SOL.
Oh, really?
so
I'm assuming you could probably send it to them somehow and prove that it was yours, but. Yeah, that was their anti-theft, and I remember putting that in my car, thinking I was the coolest person.
Sure,
ever.
You were safe.
Yeah, I was
I have conversations with some people where they're like, "Yeah, we had the case," and then because before that you had to carry the whole thing, but then there's the case, and you had the case in your pocket, or you bring it into wherever you're going. You can't forget the case because now you don't have a radio. And
well, at one point it was you would have the stereo and the wheel, right? So
he grew up in the hood. We left our steering wheels.
I don't remember that.
But again, regional thing. We didn't bring our steering wheels with us. Okay, we just we would bring the faceplate.
See, for the Northeasterners, and you might know. So I remember going Canal Street was the spot to get car stereos.
I got a Kenwood doubles in for $400 with Johnny Lee. See if you watch this. Hit me up. I remember that. That was the spot for sure.
And just to mention too, you mentioned before that your first car you thought it was fast. Everyone's first car is their fast car, right? Because you're going from no car to it's you have a speed limit when you're in your first car, so it's always going to be fast. It doesn't matter what it is. It's it's your fastest car.
Oh yeah,
to date.
Yeah. It was amazing. And growing up in the country, gravel roads, learning to drive on the gravel roads.
Learning to drive on the gravel roads.
Yeah. I'll fly down gravel roads at 60 miles an hour, and people are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I grew up doing this.
This is home. This is home. This is nothing."
That's every day on the way to 88 in the X5. If it's dirty, I just take SRAM and just scooting.
Yeah, that's right.
I do the limit.
Yeah.
So you touched on first car. You touched on first meaningful memory. When did it become more than a hobby?
I think that for me, it was really probably when I got into EVs. And you're not gonna like this.
No, hey, this is your journey, your story.
So
this is where you just take a breath and learn.
Before I really got into EVs,
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go check the end line on the rotary girders or something. No, go ahead.
No, sorry.
I got back into the car scene. I was living with a really good friend of mine at the time, Axel, and I admit I was dating my current wife at the time, and just started into programming and stuff like that, and was starting to make some money. Got my first Audi A4. That was 14 years ago. I loved that car. I did stage 2 APR. It was a 6-speed manual.
What year A4?
It was a B7, so I think it was 2008 or 2007.
That was your first
No, mine was before that, but I was an Audi guy, hardcore Audi guy.
So that got me into German cars, and so I cycled through German cars, and then got married, had kids, had to get rid of that because it was a little small. Ended up in a Q7 TDI, stage 1 tune on it. I put I lowered it on some springs, and it looked great in diesel power. It was amazing.
Diesel baby.
Yeah. Then I put solar on my house at that time because I really was I don't like how much I have to pay in taxes, and I can get money back. And then after we started producing so much power, I'm like, well, maybe I should look at an EV because I can get a tax credit on that too, right? So I ended up getting a Volkswagen e-Golf which only had 90 miles of range. But with the tax credit and everything, I got like a $40,000 car for like 15 grand.
That's crazy.
For the deal, because they were giving them away, right?
Yeah,
and this was a demo, so it had like 2,000 miles, but I could still take the tax credit, and I was like, oh, this is worth it.
They used to do that with diesels. My first, I went diesel for the same reason. X5 Eco credit was $4,900 plus I worked the Beamer. I got over 12 grand off the MSRP of the car. So not to interrupt, but I feel you. I wish they would bring some of those things back.
Yeah.
Even the EV credits are gone now, right?
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah. Even solar credits are gone now too. So that was why I was in a rush to do that last one. But the e-Golf got me into it. I was like, well, for that amount of money, even if this thing is like garbage, I can drive it around for a couple years and justify it, right? And so I put 20-some thousand miles on that just in the like 2 years that I had it.
90 miles.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, driving it around town. Like I had fast charging at my house, level 2 charging. So I just plug it in, charge it up, and that got me into EVs. And then from there, I was like, okay, this is real. Like I can do this, and I traded that in on my first Tesla, P85D, which was fast, right? Like jumping from an e-Golf, which had like maybe 180 horse, but it had a lot of torque. But then to go to that P85D, that was amazing.
And the P85 is what, in the fours?
Yeah, it was like
or
4 or something.
Yeah.
I think
gigawatts or horsepower.
Yes.
EV horsepower. So. But after that, I got a Model X Performance, and then my wife immediately took that from me. And so we were straight EVs for several years there.
Sure. I mean, you had the solar on the house.
Why would you not?
I mean, that sounds like the perfect combination there.
Yeah, and then it was like I kind of missed it, and my dream car was always an R8, and that's when I was like, finally got to a place in life that I could make that happen, and I ended up with the R8 V10 Spider.
And that V10 sounds amazing.
Yeah, I had straight pipes on that.
Amazing.
It was an amazing car. But yeah, that's kind of how I got from EVs and then back into
the normals.
The normals, I guess, if you want to call them.
All right. Well, that said, what was the one that got away? That could be a car that you had, something tragic happened to it, or you just had to sell it, or you were going to buy one and then someone stole it out from underneath you.
So before I got that Audi, I had got a 1994 Ford Escort GT, white.
What year?
94.
94.
You said 94. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I see it.
And it had the 1.8 liter Mazda motor in it, and I had plans to turbo it, and because people were starting to do that, like you could turbo them pretty easy, like tuning was coming on. And I had all the great intentions, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, but look at this," and I was like,
"Yeah,
okay, bye."
As much of an Audi guy as I was and still am, I love German cars. That would have been pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, it would have been
because you don't see them, like it's just so different.
No, and it was so clean, no rust, nothing. Like motor was sound, and I had gotten all the parts kind of gathered together and was starting to work on it, and that Audi came along, and I was like, oh, but this is so much easier and newer. And
it's funny because you look at the trajectory. If you bought that Escort, would you be where you are now, the car journey wise?
Yeah, I don't know,
right?
You do.
That's an interesting point, right? Because at every point in the journey,
it's a choose your own adventure book. That's what life is, right?
And then the next one is generally it's based on the choice that you made at that point. Because that's your experience.
I hated it or I loved it. I want more of that or better or whatever. Like I veered off my German jersey,
comfort, everything.
Journey quickly. And I think I talked about this on a different podcast. I went Volvo. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the same thing. It's not the same thing. Now it was a cool car, a 60R, which was super rare and like I like weird stuff and different stuff. But I don't regret it. But Volvo isn't. Swedish is not German.
No, it's not.
There is something about German cars. It's very true. It's a different experience. Like once my German experience started with a Volkswagen, And then I went to Audi, and it was just like, oh,
Right.
okay.
Next, you gotta go to Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, well,
See,
really get
I
that.
don't have Porsche money, otherwise.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
One day.
and on that note, right? So your current car, right?
Yeah, so my current car is the longest Porsche name possible. So it's a 2018 Porsche Panamera Turbo S E-Hybrid Sport Turismo.
Really? That's the
That's
full...
like the government name?
That's the full name.
That's like
Is there-
that's
is
a
there a badge?
Latino. That's a Latino.
Your Porsche is Latino.
All the surname.
It's not German.
First,
it's
middle, grandparent.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. No, that's if you get like the Hot Wheels car and look at the bottom, it is like across the whole
He's
box.
pointing because we have
there's some over there, but
here.
it's across the whole box is the name. And
That's funny.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
yeah, that's the full name. So what it is it's basically a 680 horsepower Porsche wagon.
But tell us a little bit about it, because you kind of merged the best
Yes.
of both worlds with that too, right?
And that's kind of how I got to the car, is that I got the R8 and I was like, oh, I missed this. This is fun. And
Noises.
And yeah, noises are good. And our life was starting to change. My daughters were getting into competitive sports, and we were starting to travel more. And like we drove that Model X Tesla from like Dallas to Denver to Indy, like all over the place. We put a ton of miles on that. But it was the addition of an hour here, an hour there to charge, and like it was like, oh, that timing wise, and so we were kind of like, well, what's out there that kind of is the best of both worlds? And so like started looking at hybrids, and once I found out there was a hybrid that had a V8 twin turbo paired to it, I was like,
Yeah.
and it was a wagon, I was like, oh god.
Talk dirty, right?
Yeah. So
Check.
I traded my e-Golf in on it because I had gotten rid of my P85D and I missed my e-Golf so much. I bought another e-Golf instead, and then I traded the e-Golf in on the Panamera.
Did the second e-Golf only still have 90 range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, really? They didn't upgrade it?
No.
The same year?
It might have got like up to 100 or
Okay.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
like not enough to make a significant difference, but yeah. So like, I think to settle your guys' debate, the hybrid is really where it's at.
Sure.
Because I've gotten almost 1,500 miles out of a tank of gas there, and with the flip of a switch, you can go from silent to
Noises.
Sport Plus with
Sure.
all the noises. And
I appreciate that you think you're going to settle this debate.
So you touched on what do you drive now? You touched on
it's
why
settled
you
now.
chose
You
it. You
cut.
touched on what you love about it. Well, what would you change?
What would I change about that car? I don't think I could change that. I tell people that is literally the perfect car.
Really?
It is, because like it's all-wheel drive. I can cruise down the interstate at appropriate cruising speeds of maybe 10 over, and I can still get 24 to 25 miles to the gallon.
That's respectable.
Yeah, and then
Especially for a big car. Like, what's the thing weigh?
yeah,
That's big.
it is big.
All
I don't know what
pounds.
it weighs. It's probably 48, 49.
Yeah, it's gotta
We'll have
be-
to look
it's
it up.
big.
You're going to have to
Yeah,
remind
yeah.
me the name because
Yeah.
it was a mile long and
Yeah.
I have to remember.
Yeah.
But
Latino Porsche.
Yeah.
Latino Porsche.
Latino
Hashtag.
it is. I've driven in the snow, all the weather. I can creep around on it. I can take it on cruises. I've brought it to the roll races.
Yeah?
One of the best races I've ever had was against your RS7.
Yeah, I remember.
We
that.
were like dead even on
Yeah.
that. And but yeah, I mean, I don't think I could change anything about that car.
Well, and it doesn't have to be. Well, so I guess when we kind of rolled in at the same time.
Yeah.
Rolled in and Josh had it. It was really. What was the color? What was
Oh,
your
so
wrap before?
I've recently unwrapped it. If you haven't seen it around, but it
Rolled a
was.
little call on you the other day. I don't know if you realized that was me. For
Was
you.
that you?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, who is this guy? And I was like, that's gotta be. And then anyway, I was gonna chase after you, but I was like, I gotta turn.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was Satin Key West was the name of that color. So
What is the factory color? Because the factory color is cool too.
Factory color is Volcano gray metallic.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
it's got like a
really
green
nice
metallic.
almost fleck in it. Like
It's like brownish.
Oh,
it looks more gray.
it's gray, and then at night it looks like black.
Sure.
Like I forgot how much I love that color until I got it unwrapped.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. Really nice.
Yeah.
All right. So jumping into
Before we do that, so we touched on what you drive now, but that was just one of what you drive now. Can we talk about a couple of things that are in the stable?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I've gotten rid of a lot of cars. So I parted with the R8 because when I got the Porsche, I promised I would get rid of the R8.
And I toy at a time.
Yeah, one
Porsche
toy.
is faster anyway, so it's fine, right?
No, it is. It
Right?
literally was.
All right, yeah, honey, I'll get rid of the R8. Oh my goodness, I have to get rid of the R8.
The R8 made way better sounds,
Yeah.
but the Porsche would crush it. Like the R8 wasn't fast, but it was fun.
Yeah, convertible, so it's a different. It checks a different box.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people where like I drive absolutely everything I own, and I drive it like to the max. Like I'm not gonna. I like seeing a car set in a garage like is like nails on a chalkboard, man. Like,
yeah,
I'm like
there are very few cars I'd buy and just like.
But it's
It's so pretty.
It'd be very hard. Like I would almost just be like, I'm not gonna buy it. I just want to look at it, and then like But so I had the Porsche, I had the R8. I ended up selling the R8. I also had a 1974 Audi 100 LS that left the stable also.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So hold on, rewind. Say that one more time.
Yeah.
So I had a 1974 Audi 100 LS. So like if you don't know, that's like a 4-door Audi from the 70s that like was one of the first Audis I think that they brought to the States. And this one was brown with brown interior, and if you didn't get an opportunity to see
was a
it,
cool car.
it was mint.
Yes.
It did need some, it was from 74. So like the water pump ended up going out on it, and like I was trying to find parts, and I had all the best intentions with that car, but again, life happens, time, and I couldn't justify just letting it sit there, so I ended up selling it and went to California to a good collector car person that was restoring it with his dad.
That's
so
cool.
I'm like, perfect.
Send
Found
pictures.
a good home.
Yeah. So that left stable. But the one thing that will never leave is my 1984 VW pickup truck, which is also mint. I got out of Texas. A guy had just redone it. If you haven't seen that thing is super clean.
I love that thing. It's so cool.
Beautiful.
I use
And
it.
he uses it. Yeah, I was just saying.
Well, the guy that I got it from had like a legit X-liner in it. So it's got a bedline X-liner in it, and I use it as like my gator. Like do yard work.
Is that thing like 70 horsepower?
Oh, probably at best. I just recently had it in and had service done, and it cleaned up, and the tune-up because it needed some love, and I didn't have time to do it. So
It's a cool.
it's cool. And then I got rid of my Tesla Model X and ended up getting a Mazda CX-90 hybrid.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So
How do you like it?
Mazdas are underrated.
Yeah, they are.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big
They
time.
are.
They're great driving cars. Great driving cars.
That's my
Quality
wife's daily, and that's our road trip car now. It's we've had it since June of last year, and it's been doing really good. But like you talk about, it's got more range hybrid wise. It's like 30, 35, I think. And my wife, we bought it in June, and didn't put gas in it till October.
That's
Wow.
bananas.
Yeah,
That's
she got like
great.
2,800 miles on it.
That's bananas.
And the only reason we put gas in it was because we were going to Kansas City.
So 2 hybrids in the garage.
2 hybrids in the garage, and then the truck right now. And then as the season comes upon us for car season, I've got dreams and hopes, but
Ooh.
other
I can't wait to see what
responsibilities.
that's gonna be.
So I don't know if it'll be this year, but there'll be something that comes up again.
Love it.
Yeah.
So jump into the next question. What is it about the car community that adds to your personality? That draws you to it. That gives you personality.
Yeah, it's such a. I know, like I've seen people it's just the friendships, the connections, like hearing people's stories, right? Like sitting down in an afternoon after a cruise and like, hey, you know, what's your story? The car community has always been so accepting of everybody. I think is like the thing that, at least here, that like I see that I think draws me into it and keeps me coming back to it. It's amazing.
It's definitely more here for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I've tried to hit some cars and coffees and things like that when we're on road trips, and like they seem, you know, okay, but you never really know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and also if it's not someplace that you're at too, like it might change
vibes.
things too. Right?
That's true.
But for sure, I think that the car events in general, and same thing with bike, whatever it might be, but it's the commonality. You have something that it draws you together.
Yeah. Well, and it's always good, you know, when you run into somebody outside of cars and you're like, hey, you know, like.
Sometimes it takes me a second though. I'm like, hey!
Yeah.
Remember when they drive? Like, name, like,
yeah.
Car before name.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, it's always car before name.
Every car guy's phone you go through, it's like, John, CA.
And then they change the car, but you always knew it was
John
CA.
Right. Originally, this is what you had when I met you, so I kind of know where you're at in your car history. But
unless your current it stands out more, then it's like, okay, wait, change. It's not that anymore.
No, I've seen people's things pop up. It's still like Gil RS7, Gil S6 or A6, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I think the car like I would go like we've thought about moving away, right? A couple times, and like, you know, I think the first two things that I've always searched for whenever we think about moving is education for my kids, and then what's the car scene like?
Number two,
right? Number two is like
big.
Yeah, I mean it is though, right? Because when you have a community like this, and it's like you're gonna move away from it, it's like I would miss it so much.
What am I giving up? Is it something that's replaceable?
Well, at that point, right? Is it if it's a part of your identity? Like, do you want to lose that piece?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well,
because when I was in Bama, I was asking, I was like, where do people race? What are the tracks? What do you do? But you know, the racing was different there, so I was embracing that. But yeah, I mean, relatable.
That's what I mean. I'd get on Facebook. We thought about moving to Tennessee. I was like, okay, Facebook groups, Tennessee, car spotters. You know, what's out there? Can I see what the scene's like, and get a feel for it? You know, because like,
I find that so interesting. It's like you go to an area where they don't have the food that you like.
Yeah.
Right, it's kind of similar,
That's
right?
It's easier though. You can just cook the food yourself at home.
You could, but you know, but it's similar, right? It's something that you just.
If the scene isn't there, it's hard to recreate it.
That's deep. That's cool.
You know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, with that kind of mindset, what else have you learned about yourself through driving specifically?
I can go much longer than my family without stopping. Well, I say that because like when my daughters grew up on EVs basically, right? And so we were taking long road trips, but in an EV you're stopping every 2 hours to charge, right? So they're used to getting out. When we switched
Get lucid.
When we switched to vehicles that we could go longer, and they're all like, "Oh, you know," and I'm like, I've driven halfway to Florida and stopped once and then go the rest of the way.
They're already programmed.
Yeah, they were pre-programmed, so it took us some time to
reprogram.
Yeah.
And my watch yells at me to stand up. Stand up.
Yeah.
If you didn't have the car scene or automotive sports as an outlet, what would you miss?
I would miss the community. I'd miss the friends and the people that I've met. You know, I'd have to go find something to replace that with.
Yeah.
You know, I'd miss the Saturday mornings, right? You catch a good Saturday morning, head up to Supercar Saturday or a Cars and Coffee. Yeah. Like, you get the random text, "Hey, the boys are getting together to go on a cruise." Yeah. It's like, can I go? Oh. You know,
I didn't shower. I don't care. I'm going anyway.
Yeah. My car's not clean. It doesn't matter. Like, they don't care. You know, so I think it was the camaraderie and those things, like, that would be tough to, you know, replace.
Yeah. So. What was your favorite DA event?
I think that the roll race was probably the favorite that I've been to. I love the car shows at Tactical 88 and all those. I've really wanted to make it to like one of the
Victory
socials.
Lane. Oh, social, gotcha.
Yeah, but I haven't been timing wise been able to get
There's
to
more.
that.
There's more.
Yeah, I know. I always
We paused for March just because it fell on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
But April we're back at, or I shouldn't say back, but we're back at it. And in April we're going to be at the 88 Speakeasy, so people that aren't members and have never seen it get to experience that. So
Very
that'll be
cool.
May we're going to do a Cars and Cigars also at 88 on the patio.
Yes.
Cool thing about that, we're going to actually have some spots blocked off. So if people are outside enjoying a drink or a cigar, you'll be able to see the eye candy right there. And since it doesn't get dark until later, you can enjoy that.
Yes.
And as the sun does go down, if you're hanging out later, could be for some cool pictures.
Yes. Very cool. Yeah, I will definitely try to make that one. That one's close to my house, so I like try to get up there and do that. But yeah, I think the roll racing, I've hit it only a couple times, but every time I see it, I'm like, I really want to get back out there. So
Yeah, the road race is always fun.
Yeah.
It's like the
well,
car
it's like
shows-
the fun, safe place to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you want to do.
Yeah.
drive your car for one of the reasons it was built.
Yes,
for, right?
exactly.
You know,
Well, the cars we usually are talking about, yes, they're designed.
yes.
They're designed
to go.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. We always ask anything that you feel even at the road races. What do you think that we could add?
Or anything that could be better.
I don't know. I mean, the roll races like that I've been to, I haven't been to one. I didn't make one last year, but putting together races was always kind of interesting, right? Like it's kind of like a dance, and if you don't know that dance, like the first time I went, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Some people were helping, some people, and it was kind of like, but I had the R8 that time, and I just rolled that thing around and around. Everybody's like, they're like, dude, this guy's just going I was like, I don't care.
Eric did the same thing.
Yeah.
His first time, he's like, this is so much
Yeah.
fun.
So I think maybe like trying to, I don't know if you guys do this, but trying to pair up people and
Yes and no.
Sometimes.
We talk about it more and more, like on our lives and even during our drivers' meetings. It's like this is a very social event. Chat with the person next to you, and when you learn, like, we're not a race. Like either I'll smoke you or you'll smoke me.
Right.
But you learn what the other guy has. Ooh, they'd be so like that's what I try to do, and I don't do that as necessarily a facilitator of the event. I just feel like you want people to have a good time.
Yeah.
You're there to race, right? So like if we can help line up other races, it also is. It's cool to watch them. It's cool to see the face after when they got that enjoyment of like, oh, he beat my butt, or whatever, or it was neck and neck, or whatever the outcome was. But we're there to race. Let's keep racing. We're there all day. So
it was always kind of, if you're new to it, it's like, well, I don't know who's got what, and like, I see I got a Mustang, but you don't really know what they actually.
Some people are pretty timid. They're like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm like, all right, I'll help.
Yeah.
And then with that, it's kind of contagious. People will also help with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about the road races, because you start to learn how your car matches up against other cars, right?
Yeah.
And I can see it being intimidating at first, because if you're going, you're like, I don't know, do I just go ask someone? The answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
For the first, when you go out to the road race, just go walk up to someone. Hey, you want to? It's that simple.
Yep.
Yes.
They'll say yes or no. If they say no, they may or may not want to. Next car. Do you want to race? Someone's going to tell you yes.
The other thing that we've tried to do is even create some dialogue prior to the event, so people can have some potential, even penciled in races. It also obviously creates engagement, which is good because then it creates more excitement for them.
Yeah.
So, no, I hear you though. We should keep pushing for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, cause from my experience, that was always one of the things, like being new. Like, how do I figure out this? Who to match up against?
Yeah. Well, we hope to see you out this.
Yeah,
season.
we'll try to get the P wagon out there, and
We'll continue.
I won't match up to the Lucid. Like
maybe.
Yeah, maybe it'll be close. It'll be close.
Really?
Yeah,
What's that thing pushing?
Well, it's supposed to be 620 horsepower,
Oh.
840 torque.
We would be close.
It would be close. I think it'd be a good run.
It would be.
I think it'd be a good run.
All right,
There
we'll
you
make
go.
it
First
happen
race,
this year.
April
First race.
18th, baby.
you
Let's
go.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Hybrid will win out.
I'll be
we'll see.
I'll be in the
We'll see how it
passenger
goes.
seat recording.
Rapid fire.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're there, right?
Yeah, I think we're at
rapid fire.
We touched on all that. Yeah. So fire away, sir.
All right. Well, street or track?
A track.
Loud or fast?
Loud.
Build or buy? Mr. DIY.
I really want to do a actual project car, so I'm gonna say build, because I would like to someday build my own. Yeah, I'll go with build.
Sorry, I know it's rapid fire, but
Yeah.
is there a dream build?
Like what is it? The SC1. Have you ever seen those? I think
Is it a race car?
it's like a kit car,
Oh.
but like they give you like the full body and like all the parts you need. All you have to do is get the motor, I believe, and you can put like an Audi V10 in it or a Ferrari 12-cylinder. Because one of my goals is to have a 12-cylinder. I want a 12-cylinder vehicle.
That's a whole different sound.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd like to build. I think it's called the SC1
All right, we'll have to
kit
look it up.
car. But yeah.
Relatable. There are a couple things I'd love to throw the engine from my diesels in.
Yes.
Including but not limited to a Suzuki Samurai.
Ooh.
Yes.
Manual swap
Well,
it. That would make an off-road machine.
Yeah, it would.
If on the truck, that's still all original, but that motor is probably actually only like 40 horsepower now. But I always said if that goes, like I want to do, like everybody does like a VR6 swap into it.
Ooh.
But
yeah,
I'm like,
nice.
I think I want to do like the RS3,
Oh.
the 5-cylinder.
That thing? Woo! Hurting feelings
Yes.
is an understatement.
Yes.
That'd be fun though.
Yes,
right?
it would be
it
very
would.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but-
anyway,
Okay.
Build.
Okay.
Yeah.
Build. All right.
even though I'm buying right now,
Yeah.
I'll build in the future.
Night drives or sunrise?
I go night drives.
Okay.
NA or forced induction?
I'll go forced induction.
Gas, diesel, electric, or hybrid?
Yeah, I'm going hybrid.
Yeah, I figured as much.
That was a tough one. Windows up or windows down?
Windows down. If you ever saw me in the R8, top was always
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Well, you had to hear all the.
Oh,
you had to
yeah.
hear the 10 cylinders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
know?
did.
Yeah, you paid for all 10. You want to hear all 10.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And then I guess advice for someone new to the scene.
Don't be shy. It's a very welcoming community, and just bring what you have. Even if you just show up to a car or some coffee, and you don't want to show your car, at least come and meet and talk to people. Hang out. I've never seen anyone turn anyone away.
Yeah.
So.
So similar question, but not quite the same. Any takeaways for listeners or watchers?
Don't believe anything these guys tell you.
Okay, yeah, that's probably sound advice.
Especially when he's talking about EVs. No,
We're gonna have to take that one away and reevaluate the things we say on this thing.
On this thing. Where can people find you?
Yeah.
I'm around. I'll just.
So
leave it
if someone
at
had a
that.
question for you,
Yeah.
On Solar
socials,
or...
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
we'll obviously put that on the video.
Abel Script on Instagram, and then Facebook's just private. It's probably best to reach out on
IG.
Instagram. So
Instagram preference. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Cool.
Well,
Appreciate
thank
having
you.
you on.
Oh
This
no,
was fun.
I was very honored that you guys reached out. I love what you guys do, and what you do for the community is amazing. So appreciate you both.
Appreciate you. You've been coming to the shows forever.
Yeah, I have.
So,
been.
yeah.
Awesome dude.
Yes.
Awesome dude. If you don't know
Thank
Josh,
you.
say hi to Josh next time you see him,
Yeah.
or next time at the next show.
Ask him about the Monarchs.
Yeah.
We just learned that
Hey.
today.
But we're asking about the V-Dub too. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff in that brain of his.
There
Awesome
is.
dude. Like Gil said, been coming around a long time. Honored to have you here.
Thank you.
Cool dude, cool cars.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank
Awesome.
You. Yeah.
You guys know the drill. Follow, like, and subscribe.
Take care. Thank you.
Josh Abel. Take one. Gotta glue this thing back together or something like that.